It's 6:54 or 18:54 in Army time on a cold evening of February 23rd, 2019 out of here in California. Probably around 44 something degrees. Yes, it's been cold out here. But to some of y'all on the East Coast and things of that nature, y'all like 44 degrees. That's rookie weather. Try negative blah 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 blah. So, yeah, it's been cold and things and it's been the weather's been trifling. Let y'all know that right now. And the crazy thing is, the weather is really trifling when you're wearing basketball arm sleeves, to work and things of that nature, to try to keep warm. But when you walk outside, you get more cold from that than you do from um, the actual. Lost my damn thought. Oh, you get cold for like just wearing a regular sweater. So I'm like, what the? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And these Nike Spike Lee looks ugly, no offense on him, and everything. But yeah. So it's been cold out here, and your boy's a little bit tired, but it's all good. I know I did the podcast yesterday because I was listening to my boy DJ Spice, who did a fantastic radio show and things of that nature yesterday. So tune into that, and it was just on the cracking. It was real dope. And I was going to actually relax so that a brother could, do the podcast, but end up falling asleep watching something or whatever. And I said, okay, we'll do the podcast tomorrow. So after getting out, from taking my little shower and stuff like that, I was like, okay, cool. We'll do the podcast, yada, yada. And just keep it on the cracking. So we're here. Y'all can, as y'all can tell, kind of sound a little bit tired and things of that nature, but we'll be all right. And part of the reason why, because today was a very long, fun day to be real with y'all. Very long, fun day and stuff. And at the same time, too, I need for Nike and Adidas, when y'all have something on your website that's on a sale or whatever, please have it inside of the stores. Like, literally have it inside of the stores, man. Because I pick myself up some Nike running pants only because I be running with a friend. No, I'll say the location, but I'm gonna be running and everything. So I was like, let me get myself some running shorts because I've been wanting to do that for the longest and everything. I just have put it off, but it's this opportunity to actually do it right now, and I'm like, cool, because I did say I want to get back into running again. I used to do it in high school, so yeah. And I'm like, that'd be perfect to do that by certain location, whatever. Just have some fun. So, yeah. Of course, it depends about the shorts about $40, but you pay for the name. It's Nike, y'all. I would do the off-brand type stuff, but knowing me, I'm like, I trust Nike material and Adidas stuff, so it's worth the investment. Just like Apple products, they are worth the investment when you usually use them. It's like I'm using my iPhone XR and using the Spreaker app to give you guys this podcast and things. So yeah. And so y'all might be wondering, bro, why you don't play the music that much anymore? Probably because, what the thing is, up as well, you try to put music background, is a nice little process to set it up and so try to find a certain track. So I'm like, let's just dive right in. So you guys can give you guys the authentic sound of my voice and background noise and stuff. Like, I really care less about the background noise. It is what it is. I mean, it's life. So you guys don't get distracted by it. Nevertheless, let's start. This week is week 115 for the Business Mind Leaders Podcast, aka The Wolfson, with your host, Q Moore, also known as Chinchilla Q, or DJ Skylo of Lifesets.com, but Chinchilla Q or Q Moore of HitRockerProductionsCM.com. Welcome to week 115, sessions 561, 565 for the week of February 18 through the 22nd of 2019. Big announcement. My laptop, I pray, will hopefully be back in order this following Tuesday. If so, then do look out for the website at HitRockerProductionsCM.com to be updated as well. Me coming back on the airways once again to do the online radio show. I've been out of commission for about, I think, like damn near almost 3 or 4.5 weeks, whatever. But only because the battery on my laptop It's beyond like at least probably 7 or 6 or probably around 6 or 5, 1 or 2 years, whatever, and stuff like that. I mean, the laptop itself is 10 years old and everything, but the battery, Ben needs to get a newer one, like for about the third time. And actually found a website that I was looking at a while ago that actually had the battery that they different brand whatever, but they had the battery that I needed for my laptop for my MacBook Pro. So I got that. Go to the homie shop where he work at and get the battery fixed. And he told me the price for how much to replace it. So I'm like, cool, inexpensive, pretty dope. And I said, cool. Hopefully, it's just the battery and nothing else on the laptop. Because if it is something else, then I'll let you guys know later on. So, yeah. But nevertheless, though, let's get on with the podcast because I got some topics I want to talk about. And I will be continuing to do the podcast. I know I said I was going to be on hiatus. And I shouldn't have been on hiatus earlier this month. But like I said, with the laptop was out of commission, things I didn't really kind of plan how I was going to do this stuff. So I was like, let me just get back and just do what we need to do. If we need to change things up on the website, we'll change it up. So I'm not troubled over that. So let's start. On February 18, 2019, Blessed Mondays, I said, stop letting your emotions dictate what you can and can't have in life. Reason why I put it that way is because we are very emotional creatures to which we let other folks dictate as to what we can and cannot have in life, especially when you become an adult. And some folks say, well, you can't get this car, you can't get this house, you can't get this woo woo woo. It's like, you can't get whatever you want to get. You got to work hard for it, but you cannot let your emotions get in the way of certain things that you want to get. Certain items, to be real, may not be in your path to get at that point in time for whatever reason that you're going through life. But at the end of the day, though, don't let your emotions dictate what you can and can't have in life. And I don't just mean by material items. I mean by, if you want to have a better job and stuff like that, then go ahead and make it happen. The reason why I said better job and things of that nature, because when you really think about it, most folks hate their job that they're at and they're looking for a change because they're bored. Or most folks that live in the same state that they live in for about the longest time, they want to go ahead and venture out to do something else and whatever, and not just stay in the same state. But they want to explore different options in different places. So, they had to go ahead and do things like that where they had to go ahead and switch and just, truly make things happen. So, yeah, don't let your emotions dictate what you can and can't have in life. Just go ahead and make things happen, work hard towards it, and trust it will come for you. Let's continue. So, on February 19, 2019, literally February 19, 2019, on the Grind Tuesdays, find time to have your space and refresh. Get your mind clear of anything that hinders you from progressing in life. Another reason why I have mentioned this is because us being humans, and some of us adults and things of that nature, we do, and even for children too, do need to find space, find time to have your space and refresh. Because when you just on the go and just busy, I mean, you and don't have no time to yourself, you truly burn out quickly. I was listening to a couple of entrepreneurs like on Instagram and stuff like that say, you need to get your rest. There's like this mindset that we have of all grind, no sleep. And it's like, yeah, you don't really be at your peak of greatness when you don't get no sleep. And trust me, we all have been there before where we just continue to grind out and then just completely crash and burn out because, we listen to the mantra of somebody else of, no grind, no sleep. Ooh. It's like, nah. Because you got to remember, you can't do certain shit at like around 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and things. If you own like a building, plus if you own like a business or stuff like, plus if you own a business and it's like automated or, stuff you sell online or whatever like that, then yeah. If it's like something physical that you try to give to a person, you can't get that to a person at 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's say on the other side of the world where it's daylight. You get what I'm saying? So it's a split in things of how you can do things like that. But at the same time, refresh your mind, get your space. You guys see me do it each and every Tuesday. We go head towards the beach to do the video podcast and stuff. And part of the reason for that is because, you just got to do what you got to do. And you just have to have fun and just enjoy life and just enjoy your space and everything. And at the same time, just get your mind clear. If there's anything that's stuck in your way from you not progressing in life, or any individual that's in your life that, is stopping you from progressing, you need to change your circle and you need to find out what's hindering you from taking the next step. And go ahead and take the next step and make things happen. You can't just be stuck. Because when you get stuck, then you're not going to mention. But other than that, let's continue. So on February 20th, 2019, Motivational Wednesdays, keep your mind clear of all negative thoughts. The reason why I say keep your mind clear of all negative thoughts is because we be thinking of different things at a million rates per second or whatever. We think of a gazillion things each and every day, whether we realize it or not. And half of the time is negative. Keep all negative thoughts out of your mind. Even if a situation or you talk to somebody like, oh, and you just like, man, I'm feeling this bullshit right now. Just keep your mind positive. Keep all negative thoughts out your mind. Because once you have one negative thought, then all of a sudden you have another one, and then you just go in a complete ballistic mode of just bad attitude, and you're just like, what the hell? So keep your mind clear of all negative thoughts. Do something. Watch something funny. Just go out for a walk. I mean, do something that's gonna keep you from thinking negative, and at the same time, just stay positive. So let's continue. On Daily Tips Thursdays, February 21st, 2019. I said, take the leap of faith to do the task that God has blessed you with in regards to the gifts and talents He has placed in you. Don't be a mental slave to a poisonous work environment which does not help you grow in your journey of life. Period. Stop being a scary little person and handle your freaking business. Try to keep everything clean tonight and not cuss. But the last part actually is a little bit more harsh on how I said it. So stop being a scary person and handle your freaking business. What I mean by taking a leap of faith, I'll let you guys know right now. I've been telling my folks, and I think I said it before, previous podcast, of me leaving my job next month in March, like late March or whatever. I'm like really about to just go ahead and just do it. Take the leap of faith, talk to God, like, hey, like job wise, I don't know where I want to work at. Career type little thing wise, stuff like that. It's like when do the podcast and do the other stuff in the radio show, and do all that stuff in a bigger scale and whatever, and still learn as I go while doing it. Cause you guys keep hearing me saying in each and every podcast, like I'm tired of the job and stuff like that, and the job that I do is easy. It's just the environment and some of the people around there that just make it to the point where you just like, ugh. But at the same time, too, the repetitiveness of doing the same things each and every day at the job gets boring. Most folks is like, well, okay, how come you don't want to become manager with the woo? Because I see the BS that comes along with it when you're contracted by the bigger company. So I see the BS that they put on a little company that doesn't normally know how to talk for themselves. And they are mental slaves, which it becomes sheep. So I mentioned last week about, don't be a sheep in things. Because over at these 9-to-5 jobs, you have those that actually have the mindset and the power to do the things that God has blessed them to do. And then you have the mental mind slaves that just like so into the job that they get comfortable that they be like, oh, I don't want to come to work, or man, F all this with the woo. But it's like y'all not. It's like y'all still saying yes to massa, but you still complaining. So either you're gonna need to make a change and get out the environments, or you're gonna stay in the environment and just be a mental mind slave. That's just why I said wherever God has blessed you to do, go ahead and do it. Please go ahead and do it wherever God has blessed you to do. And not just be stuck on stupid and be stuck, being a slave to the system of wherever you're working at. Because once you get caught in that slave mentality, then guess what? They got you hooked. So make a change. Whatever God has blessed you to do, make it happen. Find connections and do what you need to do. Get out your shell. Stop being afraid. Make things happen. Let's continue. So on February 22nd, Boss Status Friday 2019, I said connect with wolves, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, who are leaders that build up teams, people, and foundations. Connect with folks whose mindset is on building a legacy. Lose to folks that are sheep stuck in life to be slaughtered. Let me give you guys a good example. Good example is me talking to one of the little team leaders over at my job. Mind you, I'm like a secret team leader, low key, or as we call lead over where I work at. And the reason why I say secret is because I tend to help out when there's no leads to lead crews, clean these aircrafts and whatever over my job. But at the same time, it's like I'm the best kept secret because I know my job, I know my position, I know how to get things done. Learned from one of the best and did it before a couple of times and, got to the point where I have cool people, make folks have fun. Hey, we do it. Let folks know this is how much time we got on the aircraft clean. Woo, woo, woo. We're going to do this. Blah, 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 blah. And then after that, we're going to try to do the best that we can. And, I got you guys. Go ahead and go to the next one or blah, 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 blah. Stuff like that. I mean, basically know how to talk to people. So this particular situation, me and one of the other team leaders, we almost got into it by the past 2 days or whatever, because it was a situation on the aircraft where I did things in a different way that would actually benefit and help out the rest of my crew members. She thought I was helping one particular individual and things, and then say, everybody sees you helping out this one person, but you don't woo woo woo. And I'm looking at her like either she been smoking something or she just became very ignorant, because she be the main one asking me, can I help her out with certain things, or can we go get the truck from the base, or can you guide somebody towards the aircraft so they can pull up the high lift truck and things of that nature. And so I'm listening to her, I'm thinking to myself, you about to get the 2014 version of me that had to let you know straight up who's really running the crew and things of that nature. And then I thought to myself, okay, so this is the game that we're playing right now because you feeling some type of way and things of that nature, because it's sad when your crew members come to ask me what we need to get done on an aircraft and are we taking lunch and stuff like that, as opposed to talking to the particular team leader. So the sheep come to the wolf that actually builds up and motivates and encourages the rest of the sheep to become wolves themselves. But some of them are at an age where they just, like I said before, just stay sheep or whatever. But there are some of them that I talk to that are actually in pre-wolf status, to which they, in the next couple of years, will truly be somebody spectacular. That would train other leaders and things and build them great foundations and stuff like that. So when I mentioned that, I was thinking of what happened on Wednesday and Thursday, because I was leading the. That's the reason why I said I was tired earlier, because I was leading the crew today and yesterday. Yesterday we had fun. Today we had fun as well too. But at the same time, with that, my mindset when I go into lead mode is like when I go in entrepreneur mode. It's like all about business, get things done. But make sure I talk to my team members, in a very respectful way, that they like, okay, cool, we got you. And, they got me today and things of that nature, because they know how hard I work. And they know I don't like asking for help. So they know that if I get on the aircraft, I'll basically do the damn thing by myself. But they be like, nah, we got you. Be like, no, I got it. You guys go ahead and chill. Like, no, we got you. So I have to learn to stay humble, to let folks take the help from individuals and not just be like, nah, and, I mean, not in a bad way, but just be like, nah, I got it and things. Because I do that even outside of work, where I do things on my own and stuff like that while I need help from most folks. And there's nothing wrong with that, I mean, it's like they're saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if you know what you need to do, to go ahead and handle your business. But for those of you that are trying to become wolves, this is the reason why we are here. We said the rules is wolves then and things of that nature, is because I talk to the wolves. When we talk to the wolves, I'm talking to the ones that are not in sheep's clothing. I talk to the ones that actually build up other individuals, want to help out different organizations, want to create your own business, create your own brand. I talk to wolves like that truly know where they want to go in life, or they don't know what to go in life, kind of directly, almost like a life coach. Basically, where me do these podcasts almost like life coaching, low key, in a way. Because why? Helping out other individuals, and I love doing that. Really do. So, just to let you guys know, don't be a mental mind slave to something or to someone or to an organization that doesn't really give a damn about you. Because I had to catch myself from almost cussing out my team leader on Wednesday and Thursday on how her action was. Especially on Wednesday. She almost got it when she kept interrupting me. And I'm looking at her like, love her dearly. She cool people. But she about to hear my mouth. And I explained to her the situation twice as to why we done some things. Then again, when I did get out the truck after we parked one of the high lifts at the base, I did tell her, if you ever ask me for help, don't ask me in some words that kind of came out my mouth before I closed the door. And I kept it real. I was like, don't ask me a darn thing if you want to ask for my help. Since now you're tripping because you snitching towards the supervisors, which they really don't give a crap about the individual in the first thing place. And, I have to tell them what actually happened. And the funny thing is, the supervisor know how I get them while cleaning aircraft and know how to make solutions to where I'm helping out my other team members. So that way blankets don't be in the back of the seat and things of that nature, while one of my team members needs to wipe down his tray tables and his monitors. Or if one of my team members is doing the back aircraft galleys or like the little miniature kitchen, whatever, there needs to be blankets all over the floor for them to move. While instead the blankets could be inside, all blankets be inside of the bunks, bagged up nice and neatly, while we wait for the truck, and then we dump everything out. So that way, the two individuals that need to handle their business, handling business in the galley, handling the business in the back seats, and wipe down what they need to wipe down. But when you got ignorant ass people that's like a fucking sheep and don't know how to think properly because they take a look at their time on the little PDA thingy and don't realize that you have more time. You look at the ETA, just know how to calculate it. But my bad, we also not from the United States of America. It's a whole different story too. Okay. Let me catch myself. Because y'all can For those of you that have listened to my podcast the past couple of years, y'all know that when I go in or something, I go in and all words come out my mouth that I just don't give a flavor. Oh, where the hell this little gnat came from? But yeah. Other than that, though, ladies and gents, please don't be a sheep. Be a wolf. What I mean by being a wolf, be one that motivates and encourages individuals and encourage people to do great. Okay? Be one of those. So with that, thank you for tuning in to tonight's podcast. I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in. And most definitely, I'll catch you guys this following Tuesday. You can follow my social media sites and everything else on my website at hiprockerproductionscm.com. That is hiprockerproductionscm.com. So most definitely check that out. I'm once again your host, Q Moore, also known as Chinchilla Q or DJ Skylo of livesets.com/DJ line Skylo. Or Chinchilla Q or Q Moore of hiprockerproductionscm.com. Once again, that's hiprockerproductionscm.com. All my social media sites are also on there except for Snapchat, which you can find me off of Chinchy2113. That is where I post the daily post for Monday to Friday. And then each and every Friday, I do a regular podcast like you guys are hearing right now on Spreaker. And then on Tuesdays, I head towards one of the different beaches of California. We will be in Hawaii in a couple of weeks. We will be going to Hawaii in a couple of weeks to do a podcast out over there. Just got to catch the right price for the plane tickets. And trust me, while I broadcast out there, it's going to be a blessing. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, though, ladies and gents, thank you guys for tuning into tonight's podcast. It was just a day late, but it's cool. Nothing wrong with that. I did a Saturday podcast before, so I'm cool with that. But thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you guys on the flip side. It's your boy Chinchilla Q, also known as Q Moore, saying peace, sayonara, one love. I'm out. Deuces. Catch you guys on the flip side.